Aloha, beautiful souls, Cora, Flora here, and today I feel inspired to flow for you an inspirational card reading for September 2020. I've never done this before, but I feel like this could be a cool thing to try. So just so you know, I don't do future predictions, and I also highly encourage you to trust your own truth. If it resonates with your heart, with your soul, with your inner knowing, keep it. If not, let it go. I'm only here to bring guidance that aligns you with your source and your sense of what is right for you. And yeah, so my intention is guidance for your highest good. I'm using the Keepers of the Light cards by Kyle Gray and also the Psychic Tarot for the Heart cards by John Holland, which I use for all of my readings these days. That may evolve. So first, I'm just going to pick a few cards from Keepers of the Light. And I'd like to ask that my guides and angels, your guides and angels, as well as Great Spirit, Great Love, Great Source of all that is, whether you want to call it God, the universe, life, Goddess, flows messages through me for all of us to be most productive, powerful, in alignment, and prepared for the flow of energy that is September 2020. Right, just one more card. Okay, we got a bonus one. All right, so 7 cards. So I'm gonna do there's a few of them that actually came up, flipped up. So I'm gonna go with these first. So usually I do the Keepers of the Light cards first, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. So the first card we have is this card, Sadness and Isolation. But as you'll see, it's cycling. And what I'm feeling from this is moving into more of a giving gifts sort of cycle. This is the back to school time for many of us. And even for me, like as an adult, even though I'm 34, I still every September have this sort of back to school like excitement and inspiration to create new projects, do new things, and share my gifts with the world. So this is encouraging all of us on that, and to know it's okay that it happens in cycles. And you know, when I look at the cycles of being a woman or the earth, the moon, yes, we're continually cycling, and it's okay if you don't always feel outward and yang, because there are times for being yin and going within. However, I feel like at this time we're being encouraged to share our gifts, encouraged to rise to the next level, encouraged to step up in new ways and try new avenues. And secondly, we have nurture, but it's in the block position. So this indicates to me that more self-care, more nourishment is needed. So I'd like to ask that our guides and angels, Great Spirit, Great Love, shift any blocks and help us to receive. And from this, I'm getting this feeling of like really just like a plant soaking up its rightful water from the soil. Like, please soak up the resources that are here for you. And I invite you also to be open to seeing how this moment is perfect and all the coordinates, everything is perfect for you. And it's from that perspective of appreciation, even if you have to open your mind, because your ego might think, oh, well, I don't have enough this, I don't have this isn't happening the way I thought it would. This is the time of coronavirus 2020. You know, so many big changes are happening in our world, and I feel like it's important to continue to trust the universe, continue to trust the flow, and trust that it's all divinely designed, even though it's hard to sometimes from a human perspective. I know I'm in that experience sometimes. However, I feel like the more that we can just trust that what's happening now is perfect, it's all happening for us, and try to focus on why this is perfect. Try to see the benefits and the blessings of here now and soak up. You know, maybe you have more time. Maybe you have more opportunities to spend time in nature. Maybe you have new business opportunities that you never considered because you're now flowing in a different way. So I encourage you to nurture yourself. And yeah, this is definitely speaking about time in nature, really beautiful healing, high vibrational foods, and connecting with spirit, love, source, life force energy, however it is that you authentically connect. And we all have our own unique relationship with spirit and source. And this is just encouraging you to strengthen that. And look at her, she's so happy. You know, finding that happiness of connection. We all deserve this. Okay, so now moving into the Keepers of the Light cards. First we have, Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So this is beautiful. Oh my God, his eyes look so shimmery blue and clear. And I also love the rose on his heart. And I love his clothing too. It looks very like Renaissance, very romantic, very Shakespearean love. So I feel like this is encouraging all of us to share our gifts, to focus on our creative passions and believe in ourselves and know that this is how we share our love with the world. This is how we share our inspiration and how we share the grace that we are, that we come from, that is continually flowing to and through us. And the more that we open up that conduit to share it, the more that we're in the flow to receive. And I truly believe in divine compensation, that when we share our gifts with the universe, that we receive. And it might not always be a direct energy exchange. Sometimes it's like, oh, I shared all this in inspirational videos on YouTube, and then, oh, I received this massive donation that now influenced my life in a positive way. So things like that have happened to me many times. And I'd like to just send that wave of inspiration to you to know that, yeah, the giving and the receiving with the universe isn't always a direct, like, okay, I profit off this one thing that I made. Like, nah, it's big, it's open, it's all God, and you will always receive what's for your highest good. But yeah, at this time, this is encouraging you to share, to flow that inspiration, share your beautiful soul. The universe is here loving you. There's so many people who can benefit from it, especially at this time. And it's interesting, just, you know, again, there's this feeling of sharing your gifts. So I really encourage you to flow with the evolution, because yeah, the truth is we're in a mysterious changing time. And I know for me, it's been very like, whoa, what is this? What, like at first it was a lot of anxiety and it was a lot of like empath, like triage work, like just feeling like, oh my God, I gotta like get back to my center and like chill and like find my grounding here, because yeah, when it first hit, it was intense. And now I feel like it's starting to level out, although many people are saying, I've been hearing that there's still going to be more waves of weirdness and challenge. And so I feel like the more that we can find our center and find that connection with our source, with our medicine, with our gifts, perhaps with music, perhaps with messages, perhaps with artwork, perhaps with whatever it is that we're here to share. We all have our unique medicine. Share it and watch how it comes back to you amplified in so many beautiful ways. All right, and next we have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. And I feel like this kind of echoes this card here, where it's like this glowing energy, this life force, you know when you're really connected to spirit, you're really inspired, you're just glowing. I feel like that's really what's coming in the coming time and now. So yeah, this is really encouraging you to connect spiritually, take time to meditate, take time to journal, take time to do whatever it is that fills you up and nourishes you. And I get a sense it's from those spaces, those vistas of higher consciousness and energy, that you receive guidance that supports you for your on-the-ground work as a human. So yeah, so definitely, obviously, Buddha, master meditator, I feel like there's so much inspiration there. So I know for me, I've been feeling inspired to commit to more meditation. And so I'm actually intending for September to do 15 minutes a day, every day. And I encourage you to do whatever feels right for you, because even that little bit, just to quiet our minds that little bit and connect even more, it helps so much. And it can help everyone around you. So yeah, and it also says to trust your inner voice. So that's where I feel like journaling can be extremely helpful, artwork, wherever it is that we're integrating the guidance we're receiving into the physical and having a space to honor it. Because if we just have a passing thought, sometimes we might forget it. However, when we are journaling it and allowing it to flow through, or allowing it an access point to empty our minds and flow out, have an outlet, if you will, all of a sudden it's like, okay, there it is. And also, we are more clear. Like, I know for me, all the creative arts are more than just fun and play. It's actually a way of clearing my channel and being a conduit for the divine, to allow what I'm feeling and what is flowing through me to be released, to be expressed, to be shared as medicine, hopefully, and to create space for more and more and more. And next we have Freya, phases and cycles. And again, I was speaking about the cycles. And so right now it's in the block position. So I'd like to ask that our guides and angels, great spirit, great love, shift any blocks and help us to, what I'm feeling again is trusting the flow. And again, even if from your human mind, you might be like, why is this happening? What's happening? The world's fucked up. What's happening with my life? Like all these sort of questions. And I get a feeling that meditation, time in nature, and trust will really help you to get into that sense of symbiotic connection with the universe. And yeah, and I get a feeling too to trust your inner knowing. And I also get a feeling that there's so many like cycles playing out at this time, and I feel like many of us are deepening in our spirituality and being able to access different lives, different gifts, different things are coming online. And so again, trusting the flow and trusting that everything is actually still in perfect harmony. This universe is perfectly designed, and even all the questionable stuff that's happening in our reality is actually here by divine design. And it's not to say that everything is right and should continue, because I feel like many of us are feeling inspired to change things, and that's perfectly a part of it. But yeah, I get a feeling that yeah, to trust that we're all here. These are the missions that we came here for, and anything that's falling away in our lives is creating space for new. So let it happen. And it also says there's a beginning within every ending. Illusions are being revealed and released, and I feel like that's a big part. And it's interesting because there's the moon, and for me, I know that closer to my moon cycle, like my bleeding time as a woman, just gonna be honest, but I feel like this is connecting for anyone when we're connecting with the moon cycles or even the seasonal cycles. But I know for me, my personal experience with my own body is that right around that time, it's like my emotions become stronger. That voice of my soul is stronger, and sometimes it comes out dramatically, unfortunately. But I do my best to navigate those waves with grace. But I get a feeling, yeah, just to trust and listen to what's coming up, and to allow the emotional wisdom to reveal itself. Because again, back to being conduits for the divine, the more that we can allow even our emotions to be expressed and our truth to be expressed, the more that we can allow spirit to flow through. Because the truth is too that we're not disconnected from spirit. It's not like we're separate, we're actually totally connected. And I feel like it's important to allow that wisdom to come through us, because that's it. Like, here it is. Every time for me that I receive feedback from my emotions, it's teaching me something. It's helping me to feel, to sink into, to learn from something. So yeah, trust the cycles. And 2 more cards. Ooh, well-deserved reward, but it's in the block position. So this card, when it comes up in readings with me, it indicates that there's some sort of beautiful reward that's coming into your life, whether it's like new connection, new abundance, new opportunities. It's some sort of reward feeling type thing, but right now it's blocked. So I'd like to ask that our guides and angels, great spirit, great love, shift any blocks and help us step into greater worthiness. And it's interesting because I've been getting a lot of downloads about worthiness lately, and how it has less to do with pumping ourselves up and getting our hair done and wearing nice clothes and posture, even though those things are beautiful and awesome and helpful. But this is speaking to, I feel, soul worthiness, like a worthiness that's deeper than a physical exterior, but it's coming from within. And I know for me, I've been getting all these inspirations about how when our souls are validated, like when we are actually honored and seen and felt, and we feel like our souls are blooming open, that's when we're stepping into our worthiness. Because the truth is that when we are back in spirit and we're returned to our source, our spirit, our love, our God, whatever you want to call it, the universe, our creator, we are pure worthiness. We are pure love. And so the idea of not being worthy is just like almost unfathomable from that space. And I feel like now on earth, as we're having this opportunity to awaken spiritually, we're remembering and connecting again with like, oh yeah, this is who I truly am. And perhaps some of us are having peak experiences either through spirituality or through awakening or through medicines or whatever it is, dreams, however it is. We're having these moments of these higher vistas of consciousness and energy where we're suddenly just like, oh, this is who I truly am. This is what it feels like to be me. Oh, and then having to recalibrate that with some of our lower vibrational experiences or the more challenging aspects of our reality. But the truth is that we have those higher vibrational experiences to weave them in. And I really feel that, I know for me, like, I've had many experiences of connecting with the love that I am and that source that I am more and more. And I'm learning how to integrate it into my physical life. And I feel definitely the guidance that can encourage this and support this for all of us is to choose intentionally to place ourselves in the experiences where our souls are honored, where we feel lit up, where we feel supported. And so sometimes it's time alone, time for ourselves. Sometimes it's time with specific people who we know are going to light us up and lift us up. And of course, we don't always have choice. Sometimes we are in the trenches and just got to be there and share our light and love and whatever. But I get a feeling that more and more the more that we are intentionally choosing and engaging our power of choice and creativity to align with what gives us a sense of worthiness and gives us a sense of love and gives us a sense of validation, and like our souls are blooming open and our missions and our purpose and our inspiration is coming even more online. And by online I just mean like activated, could be actually online as well, but I'm more just speaking about like feeling connected. Those experiences are gold and will support us in more upward spirals in terms of our experiences and receiving more of the rewards that we're here to receive, because we all deserve them. I really feel that we're moving into a golden age. We're moving into more heaven on earth. And I know for me, that is what I'm here to create. And that is why I've been on this journey of awakening and healing and choosing the best and creating my life as beautifully as I can and healing all the shadows and all the limiting beliefs and everything I can to activate my true self. And the most beautiful experiences I can here is because I'm here to be a part of the transition of this earth and this age and this time. And I feel that many of us are, and part of that is embracing our worthiness and the rewards that are here for us, because we are so fucking worthy. And anything that made us believe that we weren't was an illusion. So, yeah. And one more card. Solar plexus chakra, but it's in the block position. Interesting. So, for those who aren't familiar with the chakra system, the solar plexus chakra is right here. It's right in our, right between our heart and our belly button, and it is where our power is. It is our solar plexus, and it's the feeling of like, I am powerful, I can, I will. It's a sense of, really, to me, it's like the sun or the source or God or the universe shining through us and just feeling so powerful and lit up and like we can do anything. So right now it's blocked. So I'd like to ask that our guides and angels, great spirit, great love, shift any blocks and help us to step into our righteous power, us righteous babes. We are all God and we are all beautiful divine beings, sparks of creativity from the most epic source ever. And I feel like the more that we can cultivate remembrance and connection with this, the more that we can experience the power of it. And again, I'm getting a feeling of reminding you of the power of choice, the power of creativity, the power of intention that we all have, that we can choose moment by moment what feels good, what nourishes our souls, what direction do we want to go, which one makes us feel more lit up. And like I said, we don't always have choice, but what if we do? What if more and more and more, especially as reality is loosening up a little bit right now, we have the opportunity to choose what we truly desire. We have the opportunity to cast a net of intention into the universe and see where it takes us. And it's interesting because I'm thinking about spiders, just because I learned not too long ago that there are certain spiders that will literally like cast a web into the wind and then they'll just like see where it takes them. And they'll go on these journeys. And I saw one not too long ago and I was like, what? This is so effing cool. And it reminds me of like so many times throughout my experience, I would like just feel this wave of inspiration and guidance and universal support. And I would just like throw myself into different places in the world, different experiences, into the mystery, and the universe would always catch me, and sometimes it would give me interesting lessons and challenges, but always blessings and amazing connections. And I feel that many of us are being called to bring that energy to our life, that courage and that, I want to say braveness, but I guess courage and braveness are the same thing. But it's interesting because I feel like courage comes from the heart, whereas I feel like to be brave, sometimes that does take just facing fear and just like looking in the eye and being like, I'm going to do this anyways. Feel the fear and do it anyways. And I know for me, like definitely with my motorcycle journey right now, like I am learning to ride my motorcycle, loving it, and every step of the way has provided an initiation, often through fear or through whatever, different lessons I had to learn and people I had to meet and experiences I had to have to prepare me, and I'm continually on that journey. But already it's so amazing, and it's reminding me of the value of feeling the fear, doing it anyways, praying it up, and then doing our best and going for it, because that's really where we develop true confidence, from trying and trying again and getting up and trying again, and discovering how powerful we truly are. Because it makes me think of a quote from The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley, a really amazing book. If you haven't read it, I encourage you to, where one of the quotes they say a lot is, "Where there is fear, there is power." And meaning that when you have something that you feel called to do but you're scared, it means that in doing so, you will reclaim some of your power. And this card is all about power. So if there's a mission, if there's a calling, if there's something that you feel compelled from the inner source of who you are, and perhaps in the signs in the universe around you, I encourage you to do it, to reclaim your power, to take it back and know that you can do anything. You're God. So some people are walking by, so it may be time to end this video. But thank you for listening. And I hope this encourages you on your path. So again, I'll just show you all the cards again. So we have, I'm just going to show them to you in a beautiful spread. Well, no, I'm going to show them one at a time. So we have this card, we have this card, we have this card, oops, this card, this card, this card, this card, and I'm going to do actually one more bonus card because the people are gone. And focused intention. So definitely at this time, it's a great time for setting intentions. It says, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. So this is a good time for writing out your goals for the month, for making a vision board. Again, there's that back to school energy, September. This is the time for setting our intentions for this next cycle through the dark. And what do we want to create? So I encourage you to focus on your desires, set your sights high, believe in yourself, and create a plan to take grounded action to make your dreams come true. And if you'd like any support with this, I offer transformational coaching as well as readings, guidance, support. I love to help people, and I learn so much through the transmissions of what flows through. I'd be honored to support you, so feel free to reach out. I'll leave a link below to my website. And wishing you a beautiful month. September is an awesome time. And I just encourage you so much and send you guys so much love. Thank you for being in my community. I know I haven't been the most consistent updater here, but I'm hoping to step into more consistency in the coming time and step up to my mission in my fullness, in my full majesty, to support all of us in the great mission that we're here to fulfill together. So